So I just read this crazy stat that over 33% of all LinkedIn content is actually AI generated, or at least AI assisted. And so in this video I'm going to talk about the big problem that I have with creating LinkedIn content if you're an agency owner looking to get clients, and why you should probably double down on YouTube instead. Before we dive in, I run a YouTube agency called Brandive, where we help agency owners actually grow on YouTube and use YouTube content to generate more clients. So of course you might think that I'm biased and I'm just trying to sell you on creating YouTube content. But the big problem that I have with LinkedIn content, or even text-based content in general, is that it's simply very easy to create in this AI era. What makes it even easier is that there are dedicated softwares that can help you create LinkedIn posts, where you literally just need to create some input and then it will output you like 10 LinkedIn posts, for example, in just like 1 hour of work, or maybe even like 15 minutes. And so what most agency owners do is, like, once they see that it's so easy to create this content, they're gonna think that, okay, now instead of creating any other type of content, I'm just gonna spend 15 minutes a month and I'm gonna create LinkedIn posts using AI. But the problem with that is that every time something becomes easy, it also just simply stops working. And we see it right now on LinkedIn. So I'm talking to many agency owners, and most of them who were relying on things like on platforms like LinkedIn or X are saying that it simply doesn't work as good as it used to. And so I'm not saying that LinkedIn is not working right now and you should never even touch this platform, because even talking to other agency owners, I see there are some people actually getting good results with it. The problem is that most people don't get the results out of it. And so again, every time someone becomes easy, everyone starts doing it, and so then it just stops working. And we see it a lot in 2026, many times when even I'm scrolling for LinkedIn, if I see an interesting post, but I see it's like all AI generated, or I get a email from someone, I don't really even want to read it. And so that's why I'm a big fan of YouTube, because it's actually hard to make. It's actually time consuming, because you probably need to spend like 1 hour or so to create like a single YouTube video. And it seemed to be really not scalable, because again, you just need to put in a lot of time to create like one piece of content. Now, of course, this piece of content can reach like tens of thousands of people even, but it's not something you can just do on the go while typing on your keyboard and spending like 15 minutes to create 10 LinkedIn posts. Like, that's something that you cannot really do with YouTube. You actually need to set up your camera, you need to prepare a bit, you need to film the video. And because that barrier of entry is so much higher and it's so much harder to create this content, what we're gonna see in 2026, and I really stand by that statement, is YouTube content is gonna perform better and better. Now, of course, like, what's gonna happen later is maybe when LinkedIn guys see that YouTube actually performs better and everyone will just like start to jump on YouTube, it will also get crowded, it will be harder to see results, but still it's very far from that. When I'm scrolling LinkedIn, I can literally see so many other agency owners creating content, let's say, in the Amazon space. Like, there's so many Amazon agency owners creating content on LinkedIn, and when I go to YouTube, I can only find like 5-10 channels who are doing it. So like, there's still the blue ocean when it comes to content here on YouTube for pretty much most niches. But not only that, but what I also love about the video format is that when someone watches your videos, your mind literally cannot tell the difference between seeing someone on the camera and seeing someone in person. That's why many times, like, if you meet someone in person who you've been watching on YouTube, for example, in the past, you actually feel like you know this guy, because again, your mind literally cannot tell the difference. Like, cameras and screens is something that was invented like not that long ago, and so for all the evolution, like, it still didn't really catch up to the fact that you can right now just record someone and see someone on screen. So it literally, like, your mind literally thinks that you already seen him in the past, and that creates this powerful effect as well, because again, if your goal is to build authority and get clients through YouTube, and you have your ideal clients watching your content and literally spending like 10 minutes watching your video, 20 minutes, maybe 1 hour, they go ahead and instead of just watching one single video, they actually binge watch your content and they watch 5, 10, 100 of your videos. Like, it just builds so much trust and authority that it's then very easy for you to close these people. And that simply doesn't really happen with LinkedIn content, because again, even if you have your photo store and you have amazing LinkedIn posts, you're not gonna get the same effect. Like, people are not gonna be as pre-sold as if they would watch hours of your content, or even like tens of minutes of your content, for example. And that's why you can also see most 7- and 8-figure founders actually double down on YouTube. So I'm talking about people like Cole Gordon, Ravi Abuvala, even Iman Ghazi, Charlie Morgan, like Alex Hormozi. All of these guys, you know them actually from YouTube. Maybe you saw them on other platforms as well, but probably where you spend most amount of time consuming their content is actually YouTube. And so if you are a founder and you want to start creating YouTube content, but you're worried about the setup or what to say or how to actually edit those videos, like, this is something that we actually do for our clients. So we make it very easy for them to film content and actually grow their YouTube channels. And again, the only thing that you need to do is just film the content, and we even show you how to do it. So we developed the process that really makes it easy for you to create YouTube content, in a sense. Of course, you still need to put in the time. It is, the barrier of entry is still there. It's still gonna be hard work, but we make it so much easier compared to like you just trying to do everything yourself, or you're trying to build your own team. So if you want to see how can potentially make it easy for you to start a YouTube channel, go ahead and click the first link down below to schedule a quick call with me. Or if you're not ready yet, you can go ahead and check out this video next, where I sit down with one of our clients to talk about the results that he got from YouTube.